Hey everyone, it's a misty day. The boys are walking the dog, and I thought to show you the little Stuga, the little guest cabin we have next to the house. Because we talked about it a little bit in the comments, and it's actually a nice story. Because the former owners of our house, so the sellers, they explained a little bit about this cabin to us. And I think it's quite a special story. And it's just the cutest cabin I've ever seen. So, I don't know, I'm curious what you think about it. It's a log cabin. As you can see, it's huge, heavy logs. And it has one wall on the inside. It's built in. The door is newer, I think. But this cabin is like an original woodworker's cabin. So it was standing in the middle of the forest where all the men came to chop wood or like chop the trees and work with the wood. They were in the forest for a couple months, weeks or months at a time. And then they would work all day and then come to the little cabins at night to get warm and eat and sleep. And so this cabin was in the woods, kilometers from here, and they just took it apart and rebuilt it right here, exactly as it was. And since then, they added a water pipe, so now we have running water. Except for in the winter, because it's not heated, this cabin. So in the winter, the water has to be cut off because otherwise the pipes will freeze and break. It does not have a bathroom or a working toilet. I think there has been a door on this side. Maybe. I don't exactly know the story. But let's see inside. It's standing on these huge rocks, and that's it. Like they just took it from the forest and rebuilt it here. We are not sure if the little terrace is new, I think from the 80s probably, because that's when they fixed it up a little, I think. So the roof may be newer. I mean, not original, but it may as well be. We don't know. Maybe some of you knows a bit more about it. They also made electrical cords from the house to here, so now that there's light. Okay, so come in. It's so cute. In Sweden, you take your shoes off. So, come in. I heard that there could be 20 men staying the night here when they worked in the woods. And they would have one woman, usually, who would cook and clean the hut, the stuga. And then there's one bedroom, and that was for that woman because of, well, I think a little bit of privacy maybe, and all the men, if it were 5 or 10 or 20, they would sleep in the living room all together. This is an original hat, by the way. How cool is that? I think it's reindeer. It's super soft and very warm. The windows, they are... So, okay, basically we haven't done anything about the cabin yet. First of all, it looks too cute. But it needs a little bit of work to... If we want to, you know, have guests here, for example, we need... Erik has to probably fix up the windows a little bit. Some of them were falling out when we opened the windows this summer. Like the glass would fall down a little bit. So, and it's old, so that's okay. And Erik can fix the windows, so that's something we can do. This is the fireplace. So I think it's not the original fireplace because they would have to build it up here, but I'm not sure how they did that because this was their source of warmth, of course, in the forest. So they put in a little kitchen block, which is super nice. And also here you can see that the walls are original. Like it's just the big logs, and they put in, you know, the little isolation bits to keep warm, to keep the warm inside. And I mean, if you would have the fire going for day and night, it will be very cozy here in the winter when it's -30 outside. It should be fine, but then you have to keep the fire going at all times. And it works. So cute. But we don't... we're not in the cabin every day. And then here in the little hallway, there's like a closet room with firewood and some old stuff. We haven't cleaned it out yet. A porta potty. That's, you know, so we can, that way we can at least have guests if someone wants to stay here. You know, they can at least, I mean, you can use a bucket too if you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and it's dark and cold outside. But we have the porta potty. Of course, the real thing is standing right there. It's the outside toilet. I can't remember the Swedish words, but that also works, of course, because it doesn't have to do a lot. think we heard from maybe the neighbors, or I don't even know if it's true, but around here the door is always open. We don't lock it, so that, you know, if anyone would, for whatever reason, is looking for a place to spend the night or get warm, or in case of emergency, they can always come in the little Stuga. I'm not sure if it's true for the old Stugas that are still in the forests. I don't think there are a lot left, but I'm not sure. And it has to do with the Same people that basically travel with their reindeer flocks. You know, if they have any kind of issue or need a place to stay, they're welcome to come in at any time. We haven't had any guests that we know of yet, so, but yeah, everyone is welcome basically. Okay. So misty. It's actually, because it's all wet now here, the floor, and it's dripping from the roof, but we're actually waiting for the snow a little bit. It's like 10 degrees above zero. And that's quite warm. I think it could have been -10. But yeah, in October, everything is possible, I think. So we'll see. Anyway, I don't know if I forgot to tell you anything. If you have questions, please let us know. And anyone who has more information or more, you know, of a story, we would love to know. So I see there's a hole there. Both of them. I think it's from birds. Specht. Woodpecker? Not sure. Maybe we have some visitors in the attic. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.